Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading, you can find my email down below in the description box. Just send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services that I do provide. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what is happening next in your career. Okay, so I already have 3 crystals out here for you guys to choose. We have some Smokey Quartz that's going to be for pile 1. We have a Smoky Citrine here in the center as pile 2. And then pile number 3 is going to be this Angel Aura Quartz. I am going to be adding in one of these cards to help you with choosing the right pile for you. If you do feel drawn to more than one pile for today's reading, that is perfectly okay. If you already have a feeling which crystal you do feel the most drawn to, you can also skip ahead right down to the timestamps to go directly to your reading. But for those of you that need that extra little bit of help, let's pull one of these cards. And I will have all of the tarot as well as oracle decks listed in the description box for those of you that are wanting to know what tarot or oracle decks I'm using for today's reading. So pile number 1, what is happening next in your career? And I think I'm just going to put them all face down and then we'll kind of look at them one by one. So pile 1, what is happening next in your career? Pile 2. Okay, and then pile number 3. Okay, so let's take a look. Pile 1, we have the sand dollar. Okay, so money, sweetness, and peace. And that is with this Smoky Quartz. So the sand dollar and Smoky Quartz for pile number 1. Pile number 2, we have, I don't even know how to say that, Argonauta, and it says fragility, fertility, and sanctuary, and that is with this Smoky Citrine for pile number 2. Okay, and then pile number 3, we have Nautilus, and it says perfection, spirals, and growth. And that is with this Angel Aura. For pile number 3. Okay, so those are the choices for today. What is happening next in your career? Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork, the keyword, the crystals, whatever you feel the most intuitively drawn to. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hi, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with the sand dollar, money, sweetness, and peace, and the Smoky Quartz. So let's take a look. We're going to pull some tarot and see what is going on, what is happening for you. So what is happening next in your career? What is happening next in your career? Pile number 1. Pile 1, what is happening next in your career? Okay, so we do have the 6 of Cups. And I do believe there is some nudity in this tarot deck, so I might have to cover some images. Let's see, what is happening next in your career? We have the King of Cups. What is happening next in pile number 1's career? We have the Moon. What is happening next in pile number 1's career? We have the King of Swords. We have the 8 of Cups. Okay. I was already receiving a message when I was, when we first pulled your card in the beginning. But I'm seeing how this is kind of making sense here, so we'll talk about that. What is happening next in pile number 1's career? We have the Emperor. What is happening next in pile number 1's career? The 9 of Cups. Okay. I guess. Okay. It makes sense. We have the 7 of Cups here at the bottom. And look at right underneath that. Okay. Is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So I was actually seeing the image. Spirit was showing me the image in the crystal here, but basically the message that I was getting is there is some type of shift happening for you. Okay, some type of a shift, some type of a change. Spirit was almost kind of showing me this kind of like, I want to kind of say like it's a fork in the road, divergence. Like there's potentially you shifting something, changing something. And, you know, of course that can be so many different things here, but it kind of looks like there's a slight change of maybe direction in the ways in which you could be doing something. So that, of course, that type of change is going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it could be, you know, say staying within the same company, but then moving into a different position. It could be changing career paths altogether for some of you. Or it could be like, let's just say you own your own business, that you maybe add in a different service that you provide, a new skill. Because for one, yeah, I was kind of seeing the diversion here, a little bit of a, I don't really want to say it's kind of going off course, but I feel like there's a change here, okay? Which is what Spirit was showing me here. And I'm noticing that we do have the 8 of Cups, okay? The 8 of Cups energy is about letting go of things that no longer bring you emotional fulfillment. And we then move away from these things or let go of them, walk away, in order to move towards things that are fulfilling. And you have the 9 of Cups here too. So There's this change of letting go of something that no longer makes you happy into the Nine of Cups. It's kind of like you're pursuing this wish fulfillment, some type of dream, and then with you having the Seven of Cups underneath here, the Seven of Cups can talk about a dream, a vision that you have. It could be talking about exploring other opportunities, options, and then underneath that, like I said, is the Ace of Pentacles. So there's a new beginning here for you. Like I said, it could be different things. This is a general reading, but take this new beginning however that resonates for you. Maybe some of you are kind of in this place right now where you're like, I feel like I want something more, you know? And I feel kind of like that is where your heart is kind of guiding you with the King of Cups energy here. It kind of feels like you're in this stage of envisioning, planning, trying to get kind of like the plan in order. And it could be that you might, you could very well be still kind of in this stage here of the Seven of Cups where you're just like, okay, I know that I want this change, but I don't know what it is exactly. Because we have the moon energy here too. The moon can talk about fear, anxiety, and that could be fear of the unknown. Okay, your intuition and your heart can be leading you towards this change, but you don't know exactly what that means yet. Some of you might know and have like a very clear idea or a vision or a fantasy, something that you've been daydreaming about. And that being the something that gives you that wish fulfillment or satisfaction, happiness, abundance. And so this kind of feels like I said, you're kind of like in this stage of like planning something, strategizing, having the vision for something. With the King of Swords energy here, the King of Swords is a visionary. And this is about taking decisive action, as well as we do have the Emperor. There's a lot of masculine energy here. The two kings and the Emperor. So the kings in the tarot, they are kind of like at the top level. Now this may mean you, what's happening next could be that you're shifting into, say, like a management position, executive level position, or potentially taking on a more authoritative role, because with the Emperor being here, it is a position of power, authority, kind of leading the show. Okay, so if you're working for yourself, of course, maybe this means, adding on, like I said, something else, another idea. It may even be, another business, or maybe it's a business, say, for the first time. Like maybe you're going to open your own business, whatever that dream is for you that you have, the wish that you have, that you want to be fulfilled. So I am kind of feeling that maybe right now there could even be a little bit of confusion here, okay? The Seven of Cups can sometimes be when we feel a little bit overwhelmed because there maybe are different things that you feel interested in, and you're like, okay, well, which direction am I supposed to take? And it's just kind of like that unknown of not knowing to say, okay, if I choose this one here, where is this gonna lead me? But what happens if I choose this one? Where is that gonna lead me? So I feel like paying attention to your intuition right now is going to be super important for you. I do feel like, because I'm sorry, you guys, I just ate and I feel like I'm going to burp. We have the Six of Cups energy here. And I feel like you have this energy within you that kind of wants to share, wants to give. With these two archetypes that are here, the King of Cups is very creative, very intuitive. There's a lot of compassion and empathy that also comes along with the King of Cups. So some of you might even be stepping into a role that is supportive even of healing. Some of you might be deciding to work with children with the Six of Cups energy. Some of you can even be, I'm kind of feeling maybe even psychology for some of you with the moon energy here, especially if you choose to go into like a specific field. The King of Cups would be great at jobs involving the healthcare related field, healing, even using psychic gifts for those of you that are feeling kind of called in that direction. The moon is about our subconscious mind, so some of you might even feel called into, different types of work there. Okay. The King of Cups is also about the arts, music, travel, architecture, okay, it is something that the King of Cups has interests of. Then we also have the King of Swords energy here. The King of Swords is very logical, analyzing data, information. The King of Swords is very much about law, order, justice, fairness, equality, balance. This could be into even going into fields such as law enforcement, military, which would also be the Emperor as well. Okay, again, like I was saying, it's that position of power or authority. So regardless if those are kind of matching career fields that you're going in, the bottom line is that this is kind of like top level energy here. This is like making big decisions, big career moves. And I just feel like some of you could even be called going into some type of teaching, okay, with the King of Swords, teaching, speaking, writing. I feel like you are very creative. Okay, those of you that chose this, very intuitive. I just kind of feel that things are a little bit fuzzy right now with whatever this, Ace of Pentacles, and guess who's underneath that? The Fool and the Magician and the Queen of Pentacles. So you guys are doing something amazing here. Okay, I really feel that you're needing to really kind of trust what your intuition is telling you. I'm noticing the way that this lady here, the way that she's kind of almost using the moon as her little, what is that thing? The little fortune teller's ball, like the little crystal ball. She's got her hands over it, like she's feeling the energy. So I'm feeling, like I said, there's a real need for you to really kind of trust the ideas that are coming to you. Pay attention to your dreams. Okay, those could be giving you messages from spirit about maybe this new opportunity that's coming up, or trying to encourage you to take some kind of leap of faith. For some of you, this may be like huge, okay, in terms of a need for stepping outside of your comfort zone. And we have the Magician energy here. It's such a beautiful Magician card. But the Magician is about basically telling you that you have all the tools that you need in order to create, in order to manifest. All this requires from you at this time right now is focused intention. What is your dream? What is the vision? What is your intuition telling you at this time? There's a need for following your heart. There's some type of new beginning coming here. And I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles energy also being here, the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing your career. It is about, for some of you, this can be movement into feeling more stable, more secure. This could be creating another stream of income for some of you. Maybe for some of you, it means a side hustle. Like I said, with the Fool, it does require some type of leap of faith here. Okay. So I'm also seeing your sand dollar here that you chose, and it says money, sweetness, and peace. So I do feel like financially it's going to put you in a good place with this decision. But like I said, I am seeing a change here. I'm seeing some type of new beginning, some abundance coming in for you. Maybe for some of you, like I said, it could be a job, a new position. But it does require you to be open to it. Okay, be open to exploring, be open to possibilities. Don't get too caught up with the worrying and stressing, okay? Because if we get too caught up in that moon energy or even in the Seven of Cups, the message with the Seven of Cups is analysis paralysis, meaning that we're kind of over analyzing things. And we start kind of getting way too much into our head and starts negative thinking, starts doubting ourselves, and then everything gets muddled. Okay, so I feel with the Emperor energy being here, you guys are making some big decisions. Maybe at this time it's about planning in order to take decisive action. This new opportunity is here. Okay, some of you, it could be, I keep seeing April. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this is something that's happening by April of 2024, where maybe things are a little bit more clear, or when you actually end up making this change for some of you is what I'm getting here. Of course, it could happen before that. When you take this leap of faith is all up to you. You are in control of your decisions, of your actions. Like I said, pay close attention to your dreams here, okay? Even daydreaming. What are you daydreaming about? Envisioning for yourself. You have the power to create it here. It's very powerful energy. The only issue that I'm kind of seeing here is maybe there's some uncertainty about letting something go. Maybe there's fear surrounding that. Like, oh my goodness, like what's going to happen if I walk away from this? What's going to happen if I let this go and go after this new thing? So just that fear of the unknown alone can be a dream killer. Okay. So let's pull some more cards here. Again, this deck might have a little bit of something in it. I don't know. So I might have to cover something with a crystal. So pile number 1, what is happening next in your career? What is happening next in pile number 1's career? Make sure, yeah, we're good. Okay, so we have inner sanctum. Inner sanctum, and she kind of looks like she's like literally like wading through the water. Inner sanctum. Let's pull one more. What is happening next in pile number 1's career? We have living library. Living library. And you do have the King of Swords here too, which the King of Swords is very intelligent. It's kind of like you guys are, there's a lot of really deep thinking here. There's a balance here too, right? We've got head and heart. The King of Swords, the King of Cups. This balanced energy of needing to, I don't know, make some clear decisions here. What is your heart telling you to do? What are you feeling? And I'm feeling a lot of this message here too. The living library and the inner sanctum is a lot about you going within. Really taking some time to kind of feel what's in your heart as far as where you're being guided along your career path at this time. I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles energy here, you're in a good place within your career. But like I said, I kind of feel like there's a little bit of a shift here. Now the shift, I feel like, is something that you need to trust. Okay? You need to trust. It is going to require you to kind of let your fears go. Face the fears. Like I'm hearing from Spirit, get over it. Get over it. And let's get over the fears and the doubts and just kind of go for it. Okay? So that you can help yourself to get into alignment with what is trying to align for you. Yeah. What I'm looking at this is the Ocean Dreams deck here. And Living Library, what does it say? It says, all that I seek is waiting within me. My perspective is real and valid. Each facet of who I am makes me whole. Okay. It says life will inevitably flow through you with contrasting thoughts and experiences. But what you choose to catch, release, and ultimately believe will always be up to you. Your mind is the place where you can decide what to hold on to and what is authentic and true to your heart. Here, the shadows can open windows to let new light shine in. So I feel like when this is saying here, you choose what to catch and release, because we will always have negative thoughts, worrying, stressing out. But we can also choose to release those fears and take the leap of faith anyway. Or we can hold on to that negative thought or feeling or doubt within ourselves and then decide, I'm not going to take that leap of faith. I'm too scared. Right? So I feel like in this case, it's like Spirit is trying to really kind of encourage you to kind of, it feels like a leveling up here. Okay, a leveling up with following what's in your heart, getting the plan together. Maybe that means kind of like sitting down and saying, okay, what is my plan here? What do I want next here? Where do I see myself going? What is it that my intuition has been guiding me towards? Okay. To me, this is also kind of bringing in this energy of looking within, like the hermit energy. Soul searching. What is your heart guiding you towards? Okay. So this might even be the next step in your career, is that you finally get to this place where you feel like you're going after what your soul's calling is. Okay. And of course, it's going to be different for all of you. Like I said, we do have King of Swords energy here as an archetype. The King of Cups, like I said, is all about the arts and music and travel and culture and architecture, health-related fields, nurses, doctors, healers. Of course, you could take the spiritual route, and be super non-traditional, non-conventional, and kind of focus on a career within spirituality, holistic health practitioner. I don't know. Could be all of that kind of stuff. But it's a very heart-centered energy. Like I said, some of you might feel called to heal, become healers, working with children for some of you. And then the King of Swords energy can also be working in fields such as IT, information technology, writing, media, law enforcement, military, working in a laboratory, forensics, anything that you really use the mind, studying, sharing information, knowledge, teaching, things that require a lot of brain power. But I feel like you have that brain power, pile one. This is super intelligent energy. This is being able to kind of analyze information, find, researching data. It's just kind of how your mind works. What else could this potentially be? It kind of makes me think of like anything having to do with like law enforcement, judge, lawyer, attorney, detectives work, stuff like that. Like just very smart. Okay. All right. So let's see what else. Pile number one. What is happening next in your career? We have chef here. Wow, maybe some of you are going to be a chef. It says generous, indulgent, and pleasure. Generous, indulgent, and pleasure. Well, I feel like with these keywords that are here, like I said, it kind of feels like you're in a really good place. Indulgent. To me, this is really kind of being very comfortable. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. It reminds me a lot of like the Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles type of energy here. We also have the fairy ring here, and it says portal, a portal, serendipity, and also a risk that's involved. Like I said, with the full energy, some of you, this could require you to take some type of leap of faith here. You're needing to let something go here. It's not really making you feel fulfilled. And like I said, there might be some fear surrounding that, the uncertainty of that. But we have serendipity here, which makes me feel that spirit is kind of aligning you with maybe certain people, a certain opportunity that's coming in. There was a reading that I did not too long ago. I don't remember when it was. It might have been last month sometime, or the month before that maybe. But I remember pile 1 had this message about, I think it was something along the lines of like a change in your abundance codes, like the accessing a higher level of frequency. And this kind of reminds me of that with the portal here. Like accessing a higher portal, different opportunities. Because we have risk here. And I feel like it is something that you're, like I said, you have to take a leap of faith with and have to trust yourself. Some of you are kind of, you hold a lot of knowledge. You have a lot of knowledge, I feel like, that you're meant to share with others. I feel like you have a very kind heart. You're very generous, okay? With your time and with your energy. We have gills. How does that go? This way? Gills. And it says individuality, influence, and productivity. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling, especially for those of you where you work for someone, you know, this may even be wanting more of a sense of independence, even of freedom, because the Fool is a very free-spirited energy. So it could even be, you know, moving into a place with your career that it does allow you more freedom, more creative expression. Okay, it could be something, I feel like, powerful you hear. Creative expression. Maybe you have more freedom to be able to do things as you want to do. Like you're in control. Like if I want to do this type of work, that's the type of work that I'm going to do. Not feeling like you're going to be limited because someone else says, you know, that's not within your job description. It feels like there's a desire for more fulfillment, things that are more fulfilling, more satisfying for you, and kind of wanting to pursue what your dreams are. You know, and if you're kind of in a place where you feel like, okay, you know, I applied for this job and I got this job, but yet my boss doesn't let me do this, or I can't do this here and I can't do that here. And just kind of feeling like I want more freedom, more creative expression, freedom to be able to do what I want to do, go where I want to go, travel where I want to travel, like you being in control here, which I feel like is a beautiful energy to be able to have more of that freedom. So I feel like there's, especially with individuality being here, like you're wanting to find a sense of autonomy, you know, and kind of really wanting to be in control, do your own thing, be in control of your own money, your own success. And so it really feels like this next step in your career is a big one. It's about you following what you feel like your soul's calling is. And there's a need to go with that. Okay, really trust that is kind of what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I'm going to leave your reading here for you, pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 2. So those of you that resonate with this card here, the Argonauta, with fragility, fertility, and sanctuary. With the Smokey Citrine. Now, what I was getting for you was almost this message, I feel like, about new seeds being planted. And I'm feeling that it's kind of like the way that Spirit is kind of showing this to me. And feel free to reverse it for however it resonates for you. But I feel like there's a lot of, and the way that it's coming through is almost like the dream chasing you, the dream chasing you, or you chasing the dream in terms of career. And I'm getting that there's new seeds being planted. And I feel like that makes sense because we have fragility here and fertility. So I feel like right now you're in a really powerful place, but also a very fragile place, because it's kind of like as we are planting these new seeds, they are still new. They need nurturing, they need love, they need care, in the same way that we've put seeds in the ground for new grass or a new, flowers or vegetables or something like that. It's kind of like we have to take care of those little seedlings so that they can grow into hardy, strong, rooted flowers or trees or grass or whatever it might be. In this case, this is all symbolic of you in the way that you are planting seeds for what you wish to harvest later on down the road. So I feel like it's a super time for you as far as the fertility here of you, the ideas being something that are fertile, the plans, the dreams. And so, like I said, I feel like the way that Spirit is showing to me is that either the dream is chasing you or you are chasing the dream. So it's a super, I feel like, important time for you with maybe you're, I don't know, maybe for some of you it could be having a lot of dreams or a lot of daydreams about wanting to kind of put things together, imagining like if you did this or if you did that. So I feel like there could be a lot of ideas, divine inspiration, creative spark, ideas that are coming to you. And maybe for some of you, things are a little bit fuzzy. I almost said fuzzy. If they're, I don't know, maybe that makes sense for some of you, fuzzy. That reminds me of, who was Fozzie from the Muppets? The Muppet Babies? Fozzie? Or the Muppets? I think it was. Anyway, why am I thinking about Fozzie? Maybe because this is blue. But things might be a little bit fuzzy, in terms of trying to see things, I feel like, clearly right now. But yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying this is a very fertile time for you. Your mind is rich with ideas and plans, and maybe it's time to plant those seeds. Okay, so we'll see what comes through with your tarot. We're going to start with that. I don't know, maybe some of you, Fozzie was your favorite character. He was cute. I think I remember really liking him when I was little. That was a long time ago. All right, let's see. Pile 2. What is happening next in your career? Well, yeah, this King of Swords really wanted to come out. The King of Swords. He looks like he's just kind of staring off into space too, like imagining, dreaming, envisioning something, getting ready to take some kind of action here. Okay, let's see. Pile number 2. What is happening next in your career? I'm feeling some of you too, because I'm noticing how this is like a little shell with sanctuary here. It kind of makes me feel like maybe for some of you it's outgrowing that shell, looking for a new one, looking for a new place maybe for some of you. Maybe for some of you there is a lot of going within at this time, a lot of introspection, reflection. What is happening next in your career? For some of you, I'm feeling there's a desire to travel, potentially even to relocate. This kind of looks like a little boat to me too, like a little boat with the little flower being like a little sail. And there you are, sitting in there. I'm sailing away. Let's see. What is happening next in pile number 2's career? The 10 of Cups. Wow. That is beautiful. Yeah, maybe you're kind of like envisioning what your 10 of Cups is in terms of your career. Like what is going to bring you the most emotional fulfillment. Some of you might even be moving into like executive level or leadership type of positions. Especially with the King energy being here. The King is a leader, an authority, power position. What is happening next? The Ace of Cups. Okay. This might be pursuing some type of new creative passion that you have. A new opportunity. I'm getting for some of you, and this won't be for all of you, but some of you could even be in a situation. Oh my goodness. Some of you might even be in a situation where you work right now, or even in like the community that you live in, you're really feeling like there's not really any good love interests that are around you. So some of you might even be like wanting to like change jobs or relocate to kind of change the scenery in terms of opportunities for love as well. Okay. I'm seeing that too. Let's see what else. What is happening next in your career? We have the Lovers. Oh, I gotta cover that. Gotta cover that. Let's do that. So we've got the Lovers. What is happening next in your career? The Lovers can also be about making a big decision. And it's about choosing what your heart is telling you. Divinely guided. We have the Four of Swords. Some of you might be going on a hiatus. Or is that what they call it? Like a hiatus or like a... I can't remember what the word for it is. I guess hiatus is a break. Like there's another term for it and I can't remember the name of it. A sabbatical? Is that what it's called? Either way, I feel like this could potentially be a break. Okay. What is happening next in your career? Vacation. Vacation. Let's see. We have the Nine of Cups. Such beautiful energy here. What is happening next in pile number 2's career? The Empress. Wow, beautiful. Makes sense. We've got fertility here. And the Empress is coming up. I like it. Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. With the Eight of Pentacles and just, ooh, no, gotta keep her covered. Oh boy, YouTube. Okay. So, Eight of Pentacles energy is about a lot of work, a lot of hard work that you're putting in. So some of you could be like in a really good place in terms of your career. I do feel, like I said, some of you could be moving towards pursuing some type of passion, a creative passion that you might have. There's a new beginning here. I'm going to peek who's underneath Justice. Well, anyways, I saw Justice. And Justice is about also making a decision. Weighing your options. Weighing your options here. Either way, I feel like you're, like I said, in a very fertile place in terms of building something. You're like in this builder energy. Growing. I kind of want to see what this King of Swords is thinking here. Let's see. Why is the King of Swords here? Why is the King of Swords here? What are you thinking about, pile 2? What? The Five of Cups. Why is the King of Swords here? Are you guys, I don't know, this kind of feels like somebody might be making decisions with their career because of a love life situation. This might even be like a whole kind of like love at work thing that's not going well, because we have the Five of Cups here. And in that case, it might even be like you're at a place where you're thinking like, I need to go. I need to go. I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here and go somewhere else. I can't work here anymore. Some of you could also be healing from some type of heartbreak and like really trying to distract yourself with work. Okay. Why is the King of Swords here? The Nine of Wands. I mean, some of you might even be in a place here too. We've got Judgment. Yeah, this is a big decision you're going to be making here. What I'm kind of getting is that some of you might even feel like you've been putting in a lot of effort. Putting in a lot of effort and maybe feeling like you're not getting anywhere. And whether that's towards emotional fulfillment or more abundance, it kind of makes me feel like you're rethinking something here. And maybe with fragility here, maybe you are feeling a little bit emotionally fragile right now, or sensitive. Judgment can also be about answering the call of our soul. And maybe there is, like whatever your soul's calling is here. Some of you, I'm getting you work in IT. Somebody works in IT that's choosing this pile. Or even teaching. IT, teaching. But it kind of makes me feel, or wanting to teach, maybe feeling called to teach or to write. But with the Five of Cups energy here, there's a feeling of grief or loss or feeling hopeless. Also really feeling like I want to follow my soul's calling and pursue my passion. I want something that feels more rewarding, more fulfilling. How am I going to make it happen? Because there's going to be some big decisions you're going to have to make. And it could even be walking away from a career that you've already invested a lot of time and energy into. Maybe that's where the fragility is for some of you too, because, you know, it's kind of like if you work, like, let's just say like 5-10 years, more than that, on a specific career field, and then you're just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And trust me, it happens, because it happened to me too with my nursing, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. So I had to do something else, and here I am. But yeah, so some of you might kind of feel like you're in that place where you're wanting more fulfillment. You don't just want to just like go to work and make lots of money, and you know, that's all well and great. It's all great, but do I feel happy? Do I feel fulfilled? Have I fulfilled my soul's desires? And I feel like you guys, with the Empress energy being here, you're in a, like this is saying, a very fertile energy. A very fertile energy. So much creation. I feel like your sacral chakra is kind of like it's on fire right now with these ideas that you have. It's on fire. Okay, let's see. The passion, the creativity is like oozing out of you, pile 2, and it's time to put it to use. Let's see what is happening next in your career. And you might, for some of you, I'm noticing, because this 5 of Cups, she's out in the snow, or someone's out in the snow. It kind of reminds me of like the 5 of Pentacles energy too. Being left out in the cold. So, I mean, some of you might even be in a work environment where you feel like other people are judging you, or other people are not seeing you. They're not seeing your worth. They're not giving you a raise. They're not paying you what you feel like your worth is. Okay, so what is happening next for pile number 2 in their career? This one's okay. So we have deep mysteries. Deep mysteries. Ancient emissaries. Let's see what these 2 cards are about. This is from the Ocean Dreams. Ocean Dreams Oracle. I just got it, I think, last night, but I haven't had a chance to really sit with the guidebook and look at stuff. So we've got deep mysteries here. Deep mysteries. Okay, so deep mysteries says initiation into the great mysteries of life, cultivating inner wisdom, acknowledging subtleties, peeling back the layers. It says, I am an ocean of wisdom. I am able to discern what is true for me and see beyond the 3D. I choose to believe. It says, am I being guided to make my own decision about something important? And I feel like you guys are. You're being guided to make a really important decision. Many of you, I feel like it's answering the call of your soul here. So it says, there may come a time when you suddenly question something or someone, or find yourself at an impasse. This could spark a powerful new view on your life, one that parts the curtain and shows you so much more than you knew to be true. Once ignited, this inner light will never dim. You may find the sources you once trusted were actually falling short. It took your own awakening to finally see the greater picture. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like there's this, like I said, a very powerful energy, lots of feminine energy here that's coming through in this pile, which is all about creation, building, community. So, okay, let's see what Ancient Emissary says. Sharing the divine frequencies of love and light, eternal beloved. It says, how can I tune into my highest frequency? I am one with all. I am a way shower. I am here to help raise the vibration of the planet. Wow. So some of you might even feel very called into light working, or I don't know, healing. It says, I am awakening to a new message for humanity. I see the greater picture. So I feel like, especially with judgment being here, not only is judgment about a big decision that we have to make, answering the call of our soul, there's rebirth energy with that, transcending karma, transcending karmic cycles, endings, letting things go. But I feel like with this change or shift of frequency that you're having, that it's getting harder for you to be able to ignore what your soul's calling is. Like it's getting louder and louder and louder, almost like to the point where Spirit could be reminding you daily, do this, do this, do this. And you're feeling it kind of tugging at your heartstrings, your intuition. Because with the Lovers being here, this is something that's being divinely guided for you. Okay? And it is towards your 9 and 10 of Cups, which is fulfillment, joy, happiness, abundance. And it is going to be through following your heart, your intuition, your creative passion, which this Empress energy is beautiful. So it's a very important time for you. Like I said, I was kind of getting seeds, new seeds being planted here. Okay, let's see what else. Pile number 2. Pile 2, what is happening next in your career? We have morale with a challenge, desire, and also greed. So we'll see where that is going. What is happening next in your career? We have chef with generous, indulgent, and pleasure. Well, the 9 of Cups is here. This is about happiness, satisfaction, pleasure, and getting what it is that we want here. Let's see. It makes me kind of feel like your soul's desires. We also have puffball here with humor, a revelation, and also levity. And I feel with this ancient emissary energy, you are having kind of like that awakening, that epiphany to help you to align. Like I said, I'm kind of feeling like with your soul's purpose, your soul's calling here. What is the challenge here then? I wonder if it's just making the decision, following your heart. Yeah, and underneath the deck we have snow fungus, and it says clarity, regeneration, and flexibility. So I feel more or less it's you kind of receiving these messages and these downloads from Spirit that are kind of guiding you onto this new path, this opportunity. I'm seeing a beautiful doorway here. The doorway. With all of this water that's in here with the moon. So of course, whenever we kind of go onto a new path or choose a new direction, we feel like we're following our intuition or our heart, there's always fear that's there. Fear of the unknown, which is a similar message that pile 1 got too. But I feel like with clarity here and regeneration and flexibility, that this is something that's going to be important for you at this time too, that you will receive the clarity that you do need. This opportunity is here. Like I said, I'm hearing it's ripe for the taking. It's ripe for the taking. So like I said, it's a very important time for you to really kind of gather your resources, the ideas, you know, really feel into this feminine energy of creation, of fertility, of nurturing the seeds that you're planting, maybe planting new seeds. And also I'm feeling a message for some of you too. Don't tell people, okay? Don't tell people about what you're doing until you're kind of well on your way, because not everybody, of course, is on your team. Okay, keep your ideas to yourself until you've actually, you know, really start to get everything done that you need to with the changes. Not everyone needs to know what you're doing. Okay, that's definitely a message for some of you. There might be some people around you that are not so happy, or they could be jealous, or, you know, just kind of throwing out some negative energy at you. So just kind of protective boundaries. Keep your lips sealed, okay, as you're planting your seeds, okay? All right, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, pile 3. So I'm just kind of sitting here reshuffling the decks that I'm using today before starting your reading, but there's already a lot of messages coming through. So I'm just going to continue shuffling, but I'm going to let you know about the stuff that's coming through, because there's a lot, and I don't want to forget something that Spirit is telling me about. So what I'm kind of seeing here for you, and of course general reading, so take it however it resonates for you, but I'm getting a lot of scattered energy here. And it could be that you are someone who has a kind of job where you have a lot of responsibilities and your mind is kind of like all over the place, doing this, that, lots of multitasking. Or I'm also kind of getting here, a single mom was coming up for like a single parent. So it kind of feels like there's this energy here of trying to rebuild after a separation, after a divorce, trying to find a job for some of you, trying to get kind of like grounded. For some of you, it's rebuilding, starting over. And so that may also be a reason for a lot of the mental energy kind of being all over the place. Now, some of you, it could be because of worrying or stressing. We also have perfection here, growth, and also spirals. And more or less the spirals I'm seeing, Spirit was kind of showing me again a lot of this scattered energy here. And I don't know if I really want to say clouded, but more scattered with the thoughts. Like they're kind of like disorganized here. Like, and you could even be going through something in your personal life that is kind of distracting you in some way. And so it's kind of like you're trying to really pay and focus attention on work, but there could be stuff outside of life, personal life stuff that's going on. Another message that was coming through is that some of you could be going through like a big, some type of major life change. And of course, the major life changes or something that has affected you, okay? Something that has affected you. I mean, that could be like going through a breakup, going through a move, going through a divorce, going through a separation. Starting therapy is something that I'm hearing. Somebody starting therapy. So it feels like there's a lot of energy that's kind of like out in the scattered. And I almost kind of felt like when I was starting just to get to tap into this energy, I was like, oh my goodness, my brain hurts. It kind of feels like there's a lot of mental energy in this pile, like a lot going on mentally, like your mind is busy thinking and thinking and thinking. And I don't know if it's related to work or if you've got something else going on in personal life, but the thoughts and mind is a little scattered, okay, is what's coming through here. So yeah, I was like, oh my goodness, my head hurts. Let's see. What is happening next in your career? pile 3. It almost also, there's another message coming through about somebody who's like, it could be that other things in your life, for some of you or someone, life is falling apart outside of work. Career is good. It's fine. And it's kind of like you're trying to just maintain or keep but something else feels like there's affecting you here. Like it could be another person's energy. It feels like a lot of anxiety. Trying to make everything perfect, okay? Because we have perfection. It makes me think of like perfectionism. Like we're just trying to be... Let's see what's going on in your energy, pile 3. Okay, so what is happening next in your career, pile 3? What is happening next in pile number 3's career? Wendy. Wendy's coming through? I don't know. I'm hearing Wendy. Wendy, Wednesday? I don't know. Wendy, Wednesday. Is today Wednesday? I don't know if today's Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's see. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. What is happening next in your career? The Magician. This is some powerful energy. Let's see. Let's hope it stays that way. What is happening next in pile number 3's career? The Empress. Oh, I love it. The Ace of Wands. Maybe you're thinking of ideas. The Ace of Wands is here. The Six of Swords. What is the Six of Swords? What is happening next in pile number 3's career? The King of Cups. I do feel like with the Six of Swords energy here, there's something, I don't know what it is. We've got the Star. Well, I'll say this. Whatever you just went through, things are improving for you, okay? Things are getting better. Things are, I feel like, turning into a very positive direction for you because we do have the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is about luck, abundance, things kind of flowing in for you. You have powerful energies here with the Magician and the Empress. The Ace of Wands is here, which is talking about some type of inspiration, a creative spark, an idea, something that has potential. And we have the Star here, which is about wishes being fulfilled, dreams coming true. So maybe this means like getting your dream job, because I am seeing the Six of Swords here. The Six of Swords is the rites of passage. It's It's when we are moving on, or we're kind of going from one phase of our career into the next. Now, some of you, this can be symbolic of some type of change, travel, movement, relocation, for a job. This can also be like you're in a transitionary period in your career where you could be like in between, or leaving one job to go into a new, I don't know, maybe a new position. There's something here. Also, the Six of Swords can also be when we are leaving some chaotic energy behind. So maybe that's all the energy that I was feeling coming through with your pile here. Yeah, and the star is a beautiful energy of hope, of faith, renewal, restoration. It feels like you're very much in your power here. Some of you could be healing from something. This kind of feels like you may have left something behind. And I don't know, like I said, maybe this is personal life stuff that has nothing to do with your career. Some of you that literally could be going through like a divorce, a separation, a breakup, you know, that could be what this is here, is kind of trying to get out of that energy and kind of just have things balance out for you. The Wheel of Fortune can also be about changes and needing to kind of flow and be flexible. So I do want to clarify this Six of Swords because I'm nosy and I want to know what is this? Why is the Six of Swords here? Why is the Six of Swords here? The Hermit. The Hermit. What else? The Queen of Wands. Okay. Maybe some of you were in hermit mode for a little bit, searching for answers, doing some soul searching, healing, reflecting on what your path, where you're going. Because it's kind of like you're coming out of this hermit energy, out of this transition period, and you're kind of like, as my husband would say, switch on. He tells me to switch on, Monique. And the Queen of Wands is here. It's a very powerful energy. This is about going after something that you want. The Queen of Wands is the energy of a go-getter. It's ambitious. It's charismatic. It's passionate. It's creative. It's like that fire, that drive within you that is a force to be reckoned with. It's unstoppable. And there's beautiful energy here. I feel for many of you, this is the kind of like following your heart here. Maybe this is, for some of you, some type of change. The Queen of Wands also has the potential to be a leader. Okay, so some of you, this could be leveling up. Okay, leveling up here, believing in yourself, being more confident. Why is the Six of Swords here? Why is the Six of Swords here? The Three of Cups. Maybe some of you were on a vacation or taking a little rest too, recharging your batteries, because we do also have the Three of Cups, and it looks like there's this little cauldron here. Is that? It looks like a number 8. I think it's the... I don't know. I can't see very well. I don't have my glasses on. And I cannot put them on right now because I have my headphones on. It's going to mess up the sound for you guys. So let me see. I I thought it looked like well, it kind of does kind of still look like a number 8 to me, but, or a 3. I don't know, maybe that's symbolic for some of you. It probably is a 3. This is the 3 of Cups. But the 3 of Cups is about being around people that are loving, supportive, friends. The 3 of Cups is also like a celebration. Maybe there's some type of something that you're celebrating here. Maybe this is like getting a promotion, or like I said, literally leveling up here. Receiving some good news. I am noticing too this Hermit. It's like walking away towards the light. Almost kind of like you're listening to your inner compass. And I love the way that this rainbow is kind of reflected on here, because you guys chose Angel Aura. And I don't know if you guys can see it, but it doesn't really show that well. But there's rainbows in here too. Wow. To me, this kind of feels like ancestor or passed on loved ones. I'm seeing 3 here. So some of you, maybe there's 3. I don't know. This really could be anybody here, but I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy, actually. This might be like husband, father, grandparent. This looks like a very protective energy over you that's helping to guide you. Pile 3. A late husband, a father. I'm also getting a baby, okay? Some of you, this could be a spirit baby. Yeah, these masculine energies are very, very protective over you. So, yeah, I am feeling, like I said, maybe things for you have, for some of you, I was getting like not great, but it's kind of like you're flowing into this positive change here. It's just, I feel like from spirit here, this is a need for you to trust that you're being guided on the right path, believing yourself, okay? Believe that you're worthy of the abundance, the security that you envision. You have the power to create it. You have all the tools within you that you need. Okay, you have infinite potential within you. I kind of want to ask Spirit here. Yeah, I'm seeing the 4 of Swords at the bottom. It's kind of like Spirit's way of saying to you, for some of you, if you're needing clarity right now, Spirit's asking you to meditate. You're going to receive messages here within your intuition, your inner knowing. The High Priestess is here. So some of you, it's kind of like needing to get to that state of calm, of peace, so that you receive the messages that you need at this time. That's where the clarity comes through. That's where the divine inspiration comes in. When we can kind of quiet the noise of the outside world, turn off the TV, turn off the phone, spend some time meditating. Okay? Some of you are really good at scrying, Spirit saying, scrying messages from Spirit. So this might be a way to really kind of allow that inner wisdom and guidance to come through you. And like, again, I'm feeling these energies here. That are guiding you. It's a beautiful energy, pile 3. Okay, so I really want to ask Spirit here, what is this? You know what? It makes me feel like maybe some of you guys are really hard on yourself. Like this kind of makes me feel like a person who kind of sets out like a goal for themselves. Like, and really like pushing yourself to do better and better and better, like, which is not bad, you know, it's not a bad thing, but I feel like sometimes you might be a little bit too critical of yourself, you know, a little bit too critical over the way that things are kind of happening for you, like especially for some of you, because I feel like with this energy, some of you are very powerful and very have the means to be very successful with what you do, but I feel like there's this inner critic. Maybe it's the voice in the back of your head that says you can do better, or you're not good enough, or you know, like just really kind of pushing yourself. And I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know. I mean, sometimes we have some pretty sassy ancestors or spirit guides that really kind of are telling us, you know, trying to like keep us in line and like, why did you do that? And, you know, I feel like sometimes I know for sure I have a lot of masculine energy surrounding me. Like my spirit guides are just like, no girl, you oh my goodness. So yeah, it kind of makes me feel that you just have this energy that's like, not so much that, you know, ancestors or you know, spirit, loved ones in spirit are not proud of you. I don't know. I'll leave it alone. But I want to ask, yeah, look at that. We've got the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. That's what this is. She does look like she's grieving here too. She's got a little veil over her. But the 8 of Swords energy is negative thinking. It's also obsessively thinking about something negative and are just kind of like being in your head, self-limiting beliefs, negative thoughts. That's why I was saying at the beginning, it's like this energy made my head hurt. When I first started tapping into this energy, I was like, what is going on in here? Okay, so let's pull some oracle. Maybe that is kind of like the spirals, the spiraling mentally. Thinking and thinking and thinking. Okay, let's see. What is happening next in your career? Pile number 3. What is happening next in your career? Okay. We have healing waters. Healing waters. What is happening next? I mean, the way that she's laying in the water, it looks very calm, very peaceful, very purifying and clearing of her energy. She also has her head in the water, which I feel for some of you, if you are like an overthinker here, this might be helpful for you. Water is very powerful at helping us to clear our aura, our energy. And that could be you, you know, literally spending time near the ocean, near a river, a lake, a fresh body of water, dunking yourself all the way in the water over your head. And setting the intention that when you're doing that, that you are cleansing and purifying your energy, okay? If you don't have that, you can use a bathtub. If you have it, fill it with water. Set the intention over your bathtub. You can do it with taking a salt bath, okay? Salt bath. And setting the intention over the water of what its job is to do to assist you with clearing your energy. If you don't have a bathtub, you can do the same thing with the shower. Okay, let the water run, and then the same thing. You're setting the intention that this water is clearing and purifying your energy. But yeah, this kind of makes me feel like this is calming the body. And I feel like it's helpful too, because if you're really kind of like in this energy of like manifesting and creating, you want to be able to have focused intention towards whatever it is that you are manifesting here. That is scattered energy. That's what I was feeling earlier. What is happening next in your career? Pile number 3. The calling, wow. You know, every single pile today had some roundabout message about their soul's calling. And the way that this is coming out in your pile here, if you look at her, she's here, right? She's here. She's got her crown chakra kind of open, but this looks like this could even be something like accessing past lifetimes of information. We've got like a grandmother spirit up here. So these can even be like ancestors that are kind of activating you in a sense to step into what your path is, what your soul's calling is. Accessing ancient wisdom, knowledge, power, and being filled with your ancestors' wisdom and knowledge from not only your past lives, but the ancestors before you. Right? In a way, it's kind of like you're receiving those downloads. You're learning the ways, the ways of your ancestors. Right? All of their trials, all of their tribulations that they've gone through. It's kind of like you are kind of being encoded with this information, so that activation is something that's kind of happening within you and being ignited. Here comes the spark. Pile 3. The calling. So yeah, that is a message that definitely has come through all 3 piles today. Is what's happening next in your career is like you're being activated in a way that your soul is saying, okay, no more playing around. No more playing around. It's time to align with what your destiny is. Okay. Some of you that chose this pile are very powerful healers. Very powerful healers, creatives. It's kind of like there's a lot of inner feminine energy, like the archetype of the feminine, the mystic, the healer, the artist, as being activated here. Let's see what is happening next in your career. Pile number 3. Pile 3, what is happening next? We have vibrant, cheerful, and enchantment. Such a beautiful energy. I love that. Pile 3, what is happening next in your career? We have Cat, protection, communication, and identity. Like I said, there's a very protective energy over you. But I'm also kind of getting this energy here too, that Spirit is... There's almost like this need for you to separate yourself from the crowd, Pile 3. A need for authenticity, for you to kind of really, like your truest potential. Like there's a need for you to separate yourself from the crowd. Like the gifts that you have, the talents that you have, the abilities that you have, set you apart from everyone. And there's a need for you to really kind of see within yourself what your ancestors see, what your passed on loved ones see. I definitely feel like you're being divinely protected at this time with whatever these ideas that they're ideas that are coming to you for a reason. They're meant for you. You know, like again, with the calling here, it's like this is you stepping into your destiny, and you cannot lose what you're destined for. In this case, it is greatness. That it's like your spirits are wanting you to have access to this, to bring your energy into alignment with your truest potential, and for you to see that within yourself. To have trust and faith, because the star is also about our destiny. You've got this with the calling. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about changes, being at a turning point in our life. So you could literally be at a turning point in your career right now, where there's something new that is being manifested. You've also got hurt, awe, and honesty. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing artful, elegant, and a vessel. This makes me feel like you have so much of this beautiful energy within that you're needing to create with. You know, and the way that I'm kind of seeing this person, that's kind of just, I don't know, this card kind of reminds me of like the Four of Cups. Like the Four of Cups energy. Like I said, maybe some of you are going through something, because we have hurt here. And I also kind of feel like other people are in awe of you. And it's like, you need to see that within yourself. You know? Like looking at yourself in the mirror and being like, dang, you are amazing. You are amazing, Pile 3. You know, and maybe this is also a time for you to kind of really reflect and ask yourself, am I truly happy with what I'm doing right now with my career? And if I'm not happy, what is stopping me? What is honestly stopping me from pursuing what I feel like my calling is? Look at that. Healer. Trust, compassion, and knowledge. Like I said, some of you are very... You have healing abilities. And some of you, like I said, with the Queen of Wands energy, there are creatives. Natural talents, natural abilities. And it's time to show them off. Time to show it off. Time to step out into the spotlight and claim your place in the world. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here for you, pile 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.